So this is a question. Thank you and welcome to this class again. I welcome everyone for joining. Thank you. It's nice actually having you back again today. So like I told you earlier, this one is going to be question by topic. Question by topic. So it's going to be question by topic. We'll go on to me. Or you can say averages. So we'll go on to me. You can say averages. So we look at how to actually solve mean. Mean is just, average. So in a functional skill, level 2, we focus more on estimated mean. So we focus on what? Estimated mean. So that's actually what we focus on, estimated mean. So let's look at, in this case, it's required for you to use calculator. So that is why I would advise you, in the exam too, when you come to the office, they will give you calculator to actually work on. So don't be scared about. So want to look at what estimated mean. So if you want to look at estimated mean, there's a particular direction you actually follow. So for example, now the first thing is that they ask you to find what? The midpoint. The midpoint of between 10 and 0 and 10. I told you, for those that have been with me for a while, that if you want to find the midpoint, what you need to do basically is that you will need to add them together, divided by 2. So 0 plus 10 is 10, divided by 2 is 5. We put 5 here. 10 plus 20 is 30, divided by 2, that is 15. Can you see? You do what? 20 plus 30, that is going to be 50. 50 divided by 2 is 25. 30 plus 40 is 70, divided by 2 is going to be what? 35. 40 plus 50 is 90, divided by 2 is 45. Can you see? I've got the midpoint. That is one part of it done. So now the next one is that you need to find out what they call fx here. Fx means that you are multiplying the frequency and the midpoint together. What is 21 times 5? That gives you what? 105. What is 11 times 15? That gives you what? 165. What is 31 times 25? That gives you what? 775. Sorry. What is 12 times 35? That gives you what? 420. And what is 25 times 45? That gives you what? 1125. Can you see? So that is that now. You will now add the fx together. If you add them together, 105 plus 165 plus 775 plus 420 plus 1125, that gives you 2590. That gives you 2590. And all the frequency too is what? 100. So if that's to find out the mean, you divide what? Fx by x. It's going to give you 2590 divided by 100. So that gives you 25.90. Can you see? That's the mean. Don't forget, you have to find the midpoint first before actually working it out. You must find the what? Find the midpoint first before actually working it out like this. Very, very important for you to take that one into consideration. So I'm going to give another example again. The same thing too, you put the midpoints there. The midpoint and the fx, you put that one there. So what's the midpoint between 110 and 120? Is you add them together, divide by 2, like I told you earlier. It's going to give you 115. 120 plus 130 divided by 2, that gives you what? 125. 130 plus 140 divided by 2, that gives you what? 125. 140 plus 150 divided by 2, that gives you what? 145. 150 plus 160 divided by 2, that gives you what? 155. So you multiply them together. 3 times 155 is go to what? 345. That gives you what? 1,000. That gives you what? 1, 2, 5. That gives you what? 3, 3, 3, 5. That gives you what? 1, 0, 1, 0, 8, 5. So you add them together. 345 plus 1,000. That's good. 1,345 plus 1,215 plus 335 plus 1,085. That gives you what? 6,980. So, and this one is 50. That goes to what? 6,980 divided by 50. That gives you 139.60. And you see, you can see that one. So don't forget the midpoint first. Multiply f times x, then add them together, divide by the frequency. That's it. Yeah. So guys, can you find the mean for this one? Let me ask you to try that one. So when you do this one, we'll now go to the exams type questions. So we can be able to like walk through everything. This midpoint, so there you go, what, 2, midpoint 0 plus 4, that's going to give you what, 2. 4, 0 plus 4 is going for 4 divided by 2, that's going to be 2, you put 2 here. 10, 4 to 6 one going to be what, 6. This one is going to be 10, this one is going to be 14. Then you add them together divided by 2, so I got the midpoint here. You can add what, f of x here. 4 times 2 is what? You put 8 there. Let's go with 66. 4 times 8 go with 40. That one's go with what? 14. You now add them all together. That gives you what? 128. And this one is 20. So 128 divided by 20, that's going to be 6.4. Where did you get it from, Nora?
On the last page, I didn't do the multiplication. That's why.
Yeah, you have to just follow what we did, please. As I will tell you, please always just pay attention on it so that it won't be one way to do this thing over and over again. So I can be able to move on.
Yeah.
You guys can use this one. Find the mean for this one. So that So what's the midpoint for this one? Noel. What's the midpoint? Noel? Quickly. We don't have time.
60.
I said, what's the midpoint? The midpoint. Is that I taught you how to do the midpoint?
It's 20 plus 40. Then times 3.
Guys, please always pay attention to what we are doing here. It's very frustrating sometimes when, I said that when you want to find the midpoint, you add what? 20 plus this thing. That's 60 divided by 2 first. That is 30. That's the midpoint. You have to find the midpoint first. 40 plus 60 is 100 divided by 2. That's going to be 50. You have to find the midpoint first. So divided by 2 when you add it. 60 plus 80. You add it together. That's going to be what? 40 divided by 2. That's going to be 70. That's the midpoint. You now multiply the frequency and the midpoint together. 3 times 30. That's 90. Giving 90. 5 times 50.
250.
250. Thank you. Then 2 times 70. 140. Then you add them all together. 90 plus 250 plus 140. That gives you what? 480. And this one, 3 plus 5 plus 2 gives you 10. So it's good what? 480 divided by what? Divided by 10. That gives you what? 48. That's all.
Sorry.
So you guys try this last one. It will be the last one. Please, Frank, get it right, please.
What I'm doing wrong.
So 10 plus 0 divided by 2.
5.
10 plus this divided by 2.
15.
10 plus 30.
25.
So 2 times 5, 10. 8 times 15, 120. 12 times 25, 300.
300.
5. 245. 1 times 45, 45. You now add them all together. That gives you what?
720.
720. So, and the other one too, the frequency is what? 30.
30.
So that was 720 divided by 30. That gives 24. Hello.
Yeah, I get 720 is the division that I did wrong.
Okay. You have your calculator with you. So just use it.
Okay.
It's a past question. So it's a question there, like that. And guys have it from this place.